Now, Standard & Poor's ratings agency has downgraded the outlook on Egypt's long-term sovereign credit from stable to negative, keeping its long and short-term foreign and local currency sovereign credit rating unchanged at a B- or a B. The ratings agency says it made the decision on the back of an expected increase of external and fiscal difficulties. Of course, we know Egypt is facing a 40% slump in tourist arrivals and a slowdown in non-oil business activity amid a shortage of dollars. Now, Yasser Hakim joins us in Cairo to give some insight into this latest news. Welcome to the show, Yasser. Now, of course, S&P says it will lower the rating if FX reserves continue to rapidly reduce and, of course, if funding from Gulf countries suddenly aren't forthcoming. Now, where does Egypt stand in these two areas right now?
Yes, this is an argument that has been ongoing in Egypt in the last couple of years. Basically, Egypt, in order to keep the economy floating, has been depending on aid from the Gulf nations. And the aid has been coming at huge numbers. We were talking about $12.5 billion in 2015, a minimum. And also, we're talking a deal with Saudi Arabia alone worth $25 billion in 5 years of oil supply for Egypt's needs. So this is a huge impact. However, what economists are saying, Egypt cannot fully depend on loans and grants from other countries. It has to start to stand on its own feet. And this has been hard because of the drop in revenues of main sources of foreign currencies, such as tourism, like you said, 40% slump. You've got exports because of the closure of a lot of foreign investments. So production has stopped, and obviously exports revenue have dropped. In addition to the other issue of trying to get new businesses opening, trying to bring foreign investors back, this has been very slow. So yes, it's kind of a delicate situation for the Egyptian economy, and it needs the money to rebuild the economy that has been affected by the 2011 uprising and the last few years.
Now, Yasser, in terms of that financing that deficit, we know the government had said it would look to sell a second bond by this June. What is the government saying in terms of a return to the international debt markets?
Yes, the local debt has been growing immensely. It has reached high and if you can say, dangerous levels. But the international debt is something that Egypt did not really touch on too heavily, and it's planning to go back to this. It will help because it will bring dollars, badly needed foreign currency. As you know, the hard currency has been hard to come by in Egypt, and has been one of the reasons why a lot of investments have stopped, because there is a lack of hard currency to be able to either import the basic necessities or raw material to produce goods and make the factories working. So it is going back to the market, the international market, in June, and expected to go with the high number of bonds.
Now, like we mentioned earlier, Egypt has been negotiating billions of dollars in aid from various lenders, including, of course, the UAE and Saudi Arabia, like you mentioned. What is the status of those talks?
The latest is with the United Arab Emirates. Egypt is expecting $2 billion deposit into the foreign reserves, and it has not been signed yet. Egypt did not deliver the money yet, did not receive the money yet. There's also another $2 billion from Saudi Arabia that has been promised in the last couple of months, which has not been delivered yet. Those two will go into the foreign reserves to strengthen the central bank's outlook there, and also strengthen Egypt's position concerning the foreign currency. And these deals are ongoing, and there's no result announced as of until now.
Well, we'll keep our ears open. Thank you so much, Yasser, for those insights. Of course, Yasser Hakim joining us in Cairo.